Hey guys, here, aka Gene, and welcome back to another GTA 5 gameplay video of some competitive racing. What you're seeing here in this gameplay is my first race, just coming onto the PlayStation 5 just to test out my brand new monitor that I recently purchased. It's the LGP 950, which is 4K, 144 hertz, 1 millisecond response time with a HDMI 2.1 port. So I was curious about how this game would perform to its optimal settings. So even though 144 hertz relevant because it's capped at 60 FPS in this game, but it was a nice experience getting my hands into this race because we're currently going through a tough time on PlayStation 5. Oh, that was a horrible collision there. That's unfortunate. We're going through a tough time right now in terms. Oh wow. Hosting races, in terms of personally, if you were to load up a bookmark job, you can't do that. There's no way to do that since I believe the recent update where they tried to, I think they patched some sort of god mode glitch, which I'm not even aware of, never heard of it. But anyway, and I think, I don't know if they intentionally did it just to prevent that glitch or if they're working themselves around it, or if they just completely didn't notice the fact that they messed it up. Who knows? Hopefully, it's been such a long time and they still haven't done anything about it. So hopefully next big update they do something about it. But it's really frustrating because I've got everything personally set up, ready to go, and there are a lot of players now on this version of the game. I'm sure for those of you that don't have it or don't even have the PlayStation 5 consoles or the Xbox, the new generation consoles, this is irrelevant. But in terms of those people that are just settling into the game, it is a bit of a slap in the face, and it's very frustrating. I've tried to find different solutions, but looking everywhere and just Reddit posts and just like it is just it's horrible, man, because right now, like, let's say if I want to hot lap a track that someone else has created, I've got two options. Either I nag the person that created the track to host it, or I would have to recreate the track with its precise coordinates in terms of the prop placements and checkpoints on the GTA Lens website, which is very time consuming if you have 200 props and the details surrounding the track, especially when it's a long race. So yeah, it is a bit of a unfortunate, era that we're in with this game. It's 2022, it's 10 years now, to be precise, and we're still going backwards. One step forward, 10 steps back, it seems like. So we'll see, man. I don't like to be too negative these days, as I come from that background, but try to keep the pessimism to minimal, and let's hope for the best. And in terms of hoping for the best, we managed to be fortunate enough to time ourselves in terms of, whilst I was testing out this monitor, just managed to get the settings right. I got invited by Drew into the Bruffy's live stream where there were about 20 players in this lobby just jumping on, and I thought I would be starting at the back of the grid, but turned out there was two separate group of races. There was group 1 and group 2. In order to get into group 1, you would have to finish in top 10 of the previous race. I didn't know this, as I just jumped straight in. So then I realized after joining his Twitch chat that I had to start way at the back. So we started in last place and 20th place. We are now currently in 10th place after 4 minutes of racing, and this track is pretty good actually, because there isn't much elevation or the variables in terms of the brake boost and stuff. So it's kind of, I was fortunate enough to just get straight into it and just learn it straight off the bat in terms of the simplicity behind it. So it wasn't too technical in that aspect. So it was fun in that sense. And there was actually a decent battle. I managed to go against Max Verstappen. It's a crazy PlayStation name. It's very... That is actually a really good name to have for a PlayStation account. You see here, there he is. He's just ahead of me, ahead of this car. Managed to go for... Oh! And now, I don't know. That's a controversial one. Did I just take him out through lag? I'm not too sure. I'll let you guys decide on that one. Let me know in the comments below. Was that lag takeout? Don't know. I didn't hear no honking. But the width, like, in terms of the distance between my car and his car, that was huge. Like, we're talking like... Yeah, like at least like a meter and a half. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'm delusional here, but it did look like I took him out through lag. Nevertheless, it was still a great race, and I didn't realize how much of a car movement it had ahead of it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the guy was put off by me trying to go for the insides and try to shift across. I don't know. It's a tough one to look at that movement there. But yeah, so you see how smooth it is in terms of the gameplay. I am recording at 4K, and unfortunately I didn't have the sound setting, so you can't hear the beautiful sound of the engine. So if you notice, in this particular instance, oh wait a minute, what's going on here? Why can't I? Oh, here we go. Sorry, there's a bit of technical difficulty going on through this commentary. But yeah, man, look, like it's just the racing on the new version of the game. It is absolutely amazing, and there is so much this game has to offer, but at the same time, it takes steps back. And I do wish that Rockstar do come to a solution, because, you know, I'm still yet to witness a 30-man racing lobby. I haven't seen that for this new version of the game, and how unfortunately it's just made it 10 times more difficult, where we can't even host other people's tracks. So personally, from where I stand, all my tracks are outdated for what I can host. So it completely defeats the purpose of me hosting and getting that good racing experience. And here we go. This is an intense battle. So I'm currently 8th place. Managed to get 12 positions, and seems just the approach to the apexes here, the timing was just getting better and better for me personally. But I never seemed to get a hold of this hairpin. It was I don't know, maybe I was just getting the racing line wrong. I was kissing it too tight. Maybe I should have braked a little bit later, get the power down just to get the runoff better. So yeah, it was just a learning curve. At the same time, you'll see how close I was here. It's just making decisions. So I'm really close to him, but at the same time, I don't really have a really obvious overtaking zone here. So I eased off a bit. Got a nice run off to this section. He's a bit tight on that, but we got equivalent speed going into this straight. You got a sweeping right hander. This is a bit risky. You can take a nice ballsy line coming up here. It's chicane. You got a bit of freedom here. How wide can you go to approach this to get that nice run? Just about getting some speed off him, but then at the same time cutting back. Still got a bit more momentum. And closing up. Can I go for the move? Oh, he goes to the inside. Oh, giving him space. Oh, perfect. The most precise overtake I've had in a while. And that was quite satisfying. It was a bit risky. I wasn't too sure of the algorithm there. But the... wait, what? I don't know. It was 10 laps. I wasn't paying attention. But there's 2 laps to go. I thought we'd carry on this battle, but I think... at this point, I kind of got used to the track, and there's a bit of leeway for me to just blitz through the optimal racing line. But yeah, it was nice. It was definitely nice to come off the streets of GTA 5, because that's what I'm familiar with the bumps and boosts and curbs and what I've been recently racing on. And it never gets old. Like, you come back and you think you've not raced at all, and you know. It's just a new experience every time, and it doesn't get repetitive, and that's the crazy part about it. There's so much to explore with the creativity. And let me know down below in the comment section what you guys are what are you guys currently doing this version of the game, or have you guys gone back to PlayStation 4 and dealing with a 30 FPS, which personally my eyes cannot handle. I actually loaded up the PlayStation 4 version of the PS5, and I thought for a second there was something wrong with my monitor. And I was freaking out, but it turned out it was just a game. And I can't believe I was actually used to that. So, you know, it is a definitely different immersive experience, and it is so satisfying when you do go for these overtakes and then the smoothness. And the monitor definitely makes a difference. And I'll be making a review about it pretty soon, as I've just got my hands on it, just sort of set it up. But yeah, it's really just, you know, making the most out of the hardware we have for this generation, and there's more to come. And then that is primarily where my sort of euphoric satisfaction comes from, when you just want to have that therapeutic escape of reality. And here we are approaching the last corner. I think this was the quickest lap, but I could have done so much better there with the hairpin. I could have pushed for a 55 low. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys soon. Check you. Sign out. Good night. Peace. Yeah.